Have you ever laid in bed at 3 a.m., wide awake, eyes burning, mind racing, wondering if this is just what aging feels like? Have you ever asked yourself, why can't I sleep like I used to? Why do I feel more tired after 8 hours of tossing than I did after 5 hours in my younger days? Have you ever wondered why, even though you eat right, avoid caffeine, and follow the so-called rules, you still wake up drained, groggy, and foggy, like your body never truly rested? Well, here's the truth no one talks about. After 60, your body changes the way it sleeps. Your sleep cycle becomes more fragile, your hormones shift, and even minor deficiencies, the kind you don't notice during the day, become nighttime storms that steal your rest, ruin your recovery, and quietly speed up aging. Most seniors don't know this, but certain nuts, yes, simple nuts you can eat with your hands, contain natural compounds that calm the brain, relax the body, and trigger deep healing sleep within minutes. And I'm not talking about melatonin pills or over-the-counter aids that leave you groggy. I'm talking about real food, real results, and real rest. In this video, you're going to discover 5 powerful nuts that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling like your body finally did what it was made to do: restore itself. These aren't random guesses either. Each of these nuts has been studied for its effects on sleep hormones like melatonin, magnesium, tryptophan, and more. And the last nut I'll share? It's not just delicious, it works within 45 minutes, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now, hidden behind snacks that only make things worse. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn might be the difference between another sleepless night and finally waking up, rested, clear-headed, and alive. And listen, if you're over 60 and still think sleep doesn't matter, if you've told yourself, I'll just push through, or this is just what getting old looks like, you're putting your brain, your heart, and your future at risk. So please, and don't be that person who learns the truth too late. If you truly care about your health or the health of someone you love, subscribe to Elderly Spring right now. Don't scroll, don't wait. Because every night you lose sleep is a night your body loses strength. And if you're still not subscribing, then leave a comment right now and tell us why. Go ahead. Lament. Tell the rest of us why better sleep, stronger memory, and longer life just aren't worth one click. But if you do want to sleep deeply again, if you're ready to try something simple, natural, and proven, then take a breath, relax your shoulders, and let's dive in. Because deep healing sleep isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. And you're about to get it back. Let's begin with a nut you've likely seen 1,000 times, maybe even avoided. Nut number 1, almonds. David was 67 when he realized he was waking up 4, sometimes 5 times a night. He thought it was just age catching up. His doctor prescribed him something to help, but the side effects were worse than the sleeplessness. Then his daughter made a small suggestion: swap the sugar cookies and crackers he ate after dinner for a few soaked almonds. He didn't expect much, but by the end of the week, his night wakings dropped. His dreams returned. And for the first time in years, he woke up before his alarm, rested. What makes almonds so effective isn't magic. It's magnesium, one of the most sleep-supportive minerals your body needs. As you age, your magnesium stores decline. Add to that tryptophan, a precursor to melatonin, and suddenly you're not just eating a nut, you're feeding your nervous system exactly what it needs to settle down for the night. Now here's where most people go wrong. They avoid almonds because they think of calories, weight gain, or their teeth. But the truth is, 6 to 10 almonds, soaked in warm water to soften them, can not only help digestion, but also prevent nighttime hunger spikes and blood sugar dips that wake you up at 2 a.m. for no clear reason. If you've never tried this, start small. Soak a few almonds in a cup before dinner. Drain them before bed. Chew slowly. You're not just fueling sleep, you're creating a ritual your body will learn to associate with rest. Now let's move to a richer, slightly softer nut that works in a very different way. Nut number 2, walnuts. Evelyn was 72 when she noticed something unusual. Her dreams became more vivid. She thought it was stress, but her nights were getting worse, interrupted, emotional, exhausting. Then, by chance, she started pairing her evening herbal tea with a few walnut halves. Within days, her dreams returned to normal. But more importantly, her mood during the day lifted. She wasn't just sleeping, she was entering deep REM sleep. And that made all the difference. Walnuts contain melatonin, just like your body produces. But they also carry a plant-based omega-3 called ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which reduces inflammation, balances mood, and helps regulate the body's internal sleep clock. Many people assume melatonin pills are their only option, but the truth is, your body often prefers the gentle, natural version found in foods. No crashes, no chemical hangovers. Here's something simple you can try tonight. Take 3 to 5 walnut halves and pair them with half a banana about 30 minutes before bed. The potassium in the banana, combined with the melatonin in the walnuts, works like a key in a lock, helping your body say, "It's time." Now let's talk about the nut, with the highest natural melatonin content of them all. Nut number 3, pistachios. Samuel was 74, a retired school principal. He'd tried everything from lavender oils to white noise machines, but nothing worked. He couldn't stay asleep longer than 3 hours. One day, his nutritionist suggested adding a few pistachios after dinner, unsalted, dry roasted, nothing fancy. That night, he slept 6 hours straight. By the end of the week, he was averaging 7. Here's why pistachios work so well. They don't just contain melatonin, they're packed with vitamin B6, potassium, and protein. These nutrients help regulate your body's stress response and calm the brain before sleep. But there's a catch. Most people buy salted pistachios, thinking it's no big deal. The extra sodium raises blood pressure, dehydrates you, and can trigger night wakings. So here's the tip. Look for pistachios that are unsalted and dry roasted. Count out about 20 kernels after dinner. Eat them slowly. Let your body process the signals. And watch what happens when you make it part of your evening habit. Now, this next one might be the most surprising, because you only need one. Nut number 4, Brazil nuts. Anita was 70 and started having strange early morning anxiety, the kind that makes your heart race at 4 a.m. for no reason. Her labs looked normal, her doctor couldn't explain it, but her grandson, fresh out of medical school, suggested a single Brazil nut a day. Within a week, the anxiety eased. The night wakings stopped. Brazil nuts are extremely rich in selenium, a mineral that most people over 60 are quietly deficient in. Selenium doesn't just help the thyroid, it regulates cortisol, the stress hormone that rises when your body is inflamed or confused. But here's where things get risky. Brazil nuts are powerful. 1 or 2 a day is enough. More than that, and you risk selenium overload, which can backfire, so moderation is key. Here's a tip you'll actually enjoy. Take 1 Brazil nut and pair it with a small piece of dark chocolate before bed. The chocolate provides magnesium. The nut delivers selenium. Together, they calm your system naturally and signal the body that it's safe to rest. And finally, let's talk about the nut that's often misunderstood, but deeply effective when used right. Nut number 5, cashews. Ron was 68, strong, active, but plagued by leg cramps and sudden bursts of restlessness that would jolt him awake at midnight. He was told it was normal, but nothing felt normal about not sleeping for more than 4 hours at a time. A friend suggested cashews, and almost like magic, the cramps vanished. The restlessness faded. His sleep deepened. Cashews are loaded with magnesium, zinc, and iron, all critical for muscle relaxation, nervous system support, and serotonin production. Together, these nutrients prevent spasms, regulate mood, and keep your brain from racing the moment your head hits the pillow. Some people avoid cashews because they think they're too fatty. But those healthy fats actually stabilize your blood sugar, one of the key factors that determines whether you sleep deeply or wake up wired at 2 a.m. If you want to try this, Go for 8 to 10 cashews, raw or lightly roasted, about 45 minutes before bed. Pair it with a warm cup of oat milk or chamomile tea. You're not just eating, you're teaching your body to wind down. And here's the deeper truth. It's not just about the nutrients, it's about the ritual, the act of choosing, preparing, chewing, and pausing. That small nightly signal that tells your body, the day is done, the noise can stop, the world is safe now. Because sleep isn't just biological, it's emotional. And the more love and intention you give your sleep routine, the more healing it gives back. Now that you know these 5 nuts, you're 5 steps closer to waking up refreshed, restored, and fully alive. There's nothing more frustrating than lying awake in the dark, hearing the silence, and realizing that sleep has forgotten you again. You try adjusting your pillow. You pull the blanket up. You breathe slower. You close your eyes tighter. But nothing works. Minutes turn into hours. And the more you try to sleep, the more awake you feel. That kind of exhaustion doesn't just weigh on the body. It wears down the soul. And for those over 60, it's not just tiredness. It's the quiet dread that maybe this is just how life will be now. Maybe deep sleep is gone forever. Maybe this is what aging feels like. Being tired, disconnected, and left behind by your own body. But you know what's worse? When you try to explain it, and people don't understand. When someone says, just go to bed earlier, or take a nap during the day, or you're retired, you can rest any time. But it's not about naps. It's about the quality of rest. It's about waking up and still feeling like you haven't slept. About carrying brain fog like a backpack. About forgetting why you walked into a room. Again. And maybe you haven't told anyone, but you've noticed the forgetfulness creeping in. The mood swings, the frustration, the ache behind your eyes that no amount of coffee seems to fix. You wonder, is this just the beginning of decline? But stop right there, because this is not the end, not even close. You're not broken. You're not fading. You're not too far gone. You're just tired. And your body is begging for rest it no longer knows how to reach. But the good news, you can teach it again. One night at a time. Sleep isn't lost. It's just been buried. Under habits, under stress, under things you didn't even realize were disrupting it. And now, you know better. Because now you know that something as simple as a handful of almonds, a few quiet walnuts, or a single Brazil nut can open the door your body has been locked behind. Sleep is not about pills. It's not about forcing yourself to lie still. It's about sending your body a signal that it is safe, that it is nourished, that it can let go. So tonight, do this for yourself. Don't just watch another video. Don't say, I'll try it next week. Don't wait for sleep to magically return. Pick one nut, just one. Start there. Pair it with a quiet moment. Dim the lights. Turn off the noise. Chew slowly. Let your body remember what it feels like to wind down, not crash. Make it your ritual. And if you can, share that ritual with someone you love. A spouse, a parent, a friend. Because healing is more powerful when it's done together. And if no one is near, then share it with yourself. Because your body is listening. You're not too old, it's not too late. And healing doesn't care about your age, it only cares about your consistency. Better sleep is not a fantasy, it's a choice. And that choice begins with something so small, so gentle. It might not feel like much at first, but a handful of the right foods, at the right time, done with the right intention, can unlock something your body has been craving for years. Peace. Rest, healing, and the ability to rise tomorrow morning, clear-headed, calm-hearted, and finally feeling like yourself again. You deserve that. You've earned that. And it's time you took it back, one night at a time. Let's take a moment and gently recap the 5 nuts that can help you sleep deeper, longer, and more peacefully. Starting tonight. Almonds, for magnesium and a calmer nervous system. Walnuts, for natural melatonin and emotional balance. Pistachios, for powerful sleep-regulating hormones. Brazil nuts, for restoring hormonal stability and easing nighttime stress. And cashews, for soothing muscles and supporting serotonin, the feel-good chemical your body craves for rest. These aren't just snacks, they're tools, tiny powerful tools that, when used with intention, can completely change how your body feels at night and how your mind functions in the morning. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these have you already tried before bed, and which one are you going to start with tonight? Let's make this a space where we learn together. Drop your answer in the comments. I'm reading every single one. And if you've got a bedtime ritual of your own that's worked for you, or someone you care about, share that too. Someone else might find peace through your experience. And if this video helped you, if it opened your eyes to something simple you can finally try instead of another prescription or sleepless night, then tap the like button, not for me, but to push this information towards someone else who needs it, quietly, tonight. And now, I'm going to ask you gently, but firmly. If you haven't subscribed to Elderly Spring yet, ask yourself why. Because this channel isn't just about health, it's about giving you the truth your body has been waiting for. The kind of truth that could mean the difference between another night of staring at the ceiling, or waking up tomorrow with peace in your bones and clarity in your mind. So if you're here, and you've watched this far, but you're still not subscribed, go to the comments, and explain why. Tell the rest of us why your sleep, your strength, your clarity, and your joy aren't worth one tiny click. But if you know they are, if you believe that your health, or your parents' health, or your partner's well-being matters more than anything, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because this journey toward rest, renewal, and strength is just beginning, and you don't need to walk it alone. Your body is wise. It remembers how to heal. It remembers how to rest. Sometimes it just needs a little help, and someone to show the way. Thank you for spending these quiet, powerful minutes with me today. Thank you for choosing peace. Thank you for honoring your health. Until next time, sleep well, stay strong, and take care of yourself. You deserve it.